This episode of My Conversation is sponsored by Amy Ratliff and Jasmine Gray, Team Works with Quality First Real Estate, and by Michael J. Costa Photography.
Welcome back to My Conversation. I'm so glad to be in the studio right now and not outside. Glad you guys stuck around for our last guest. It's absolutely incredible. Please put your hands together from JCB Bookkeeping, John C. Brown.
Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
Very well. Nice to meet you.
Having fun off air. Say, hey man, what's JCB? Well, what is JCB? What's my name? That's what it is.
Yep.
Real simple title.
Love it. What's that?
I said that's a real simple title.
It's a simple title. Yeah.
Definitely,
I won't be able to forget it. You know,
there's a name in the business you can always remember.
And a billboard
John
on the
Brown.
side of the truck. You know, I'm not proud of the name.
No.
Yeah, it just stretched from front to back. You know.
He's like, there it is. Now, how long have you been into bookkeeping?
Well, actually, all together in accounting, it's probably been between 16 and 17 years.
Really?
Started in the hotel industry and worked on up, and got to actually become controller, and then decided that I wanted to actually go out and run my own bookkeeping firm. And then it started off small, but then we started adding more services.
Wow.
And just kind of been growing in that field.
In accounting and bookkeeping, that's, to me, in my mind and my infinite knowledge, that's just a lot of work. So when you're starting off small and just keeping, how was it growing? By word of mouth, or were people referring you, or?
Yes, word of mouth, or actually, I hate to say it, but IRS is like my number one advertiser. I mean, when they get in trouble, they start calling.
Got it.
You know, like.
When the IRS got it, like, hey, John.
Yeah. So they tend to come towards my directions. We get them out, and then we continue the relationship on through. You know, so to keep them out of, the eyes or the lights of the IRS.
I like the smile when you said to keep them out of,
Yeah.
And I knew exactly what you were talking about on that one.
All the eyes are like, oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is the guy to know, right? Now, what are some of the things, I know when you had a client, what are some of the things they can do to prepare before they can come see you?
What they could do to prepare is to actually try to find all their documents. Are you saying before an audit?
Yeah, because I know sometimes it's a last minute thing. What are some of the things that we can do, or I should rephrase that, what are some of the things we could do as a habit or to keep it more
Definitely
organized?
As a habit, actually get a folder, get your receipts in order, keep them in, don't ever get rid of them. You never want to actually sit in front of an IRS agent and be challenged. So keep them. The bank statements or credit card statements not going to really work that well because they can come back and say, prove it. Was that an actual equipment that you purchased for the business? So they want to actually look at it, and it could be scanned, and that's what we kind of aim for, is to scan the actual item. That's why I could be remote as I am. We have a virtual inbox. We keep the security, and then that way we can actually deal with them on a one-on-one daily basis and not actually have to make the commute or the drive. So utilize the technology with us, and empower the owner as much as possible.
Makes sense to me. That's one of the things I have a problem with is keeping track of the receipts.
Right.
For me that's a lot.
Yeah.
You just grab them, you throw
empty
them
out your
somewhere,
pocket, put it in the scanner, run it through. We'll process it, and then you don't have to worry about it. And if you do lose it, we have it stored, so it'd never be a question.
So it can make it to you, and you keep a backup file as well.
And and I know right now the QuickBooks is tend to be the number one out there because it's well known. They do great marketing, but since we know that, we kind of geared and we kind of have extra support for QuickBooks, so that when they do scan the receipt, it is actually linked to their QuickBooks file.
Okay.
So when they actually have to go look for it, they don't have to search for receipts. They can just click on the line item and it's there.
Now, with the scan, are they able to? Is there an app, or is there something that you offer they can take a picture of it as well? Yes.
Yeah. We use Smart Vault is one of our tools that we use, and then we actually all the clients have that. It's one of the greatest tools. We do not, depending on what type of level you choose for the service, that's just one thing that we actually provide to all.
That comes in handy.
It's too important to leave out, or to make the owner to actually say, do I want to include this or not? It's just too important. So
that's
yeah.
So you have all the necessary.
Yeah, well, we have all of it and all the tools for them to start out to actually, if they did decide to actually go into business to make that jump and everything, then we'll prepare them 100%. Then they get to spend the lovely after.
That's what I was.
And me just constantly after, like,
oh my.
It's a training process.
But it has to be done.
Yeah.
It has to be done, especially when you're in business.
Yeah.
It has to be done. Now, tell me a little bit about the different payrolls, the rate structures that you have.
The different. Another thing is we like to streamline, to actually have everything out and available to the business owner when he's has to make that decision, if he's going to know what's expected. A lot of them will show you a bottom low number, and then they do add-ons or they charge you extra for reports. We decided to just make it simplified so they can budget well for the year, and it's a flat fee. Everything is included, including any type of deductions that they need to do if they want to go in and offer insurance for the employees, like a POP 125 plan. That's included. We do not add on extra. It's part of it. So
that flat rate is attractive.
Yeah, it's simple to know. It's like you know what to expect. No one likes to have that, oh, we just did the quarterly taxes. Here's an extra $125 to $200 bill. Thank you, on top of it. It's just not attractive at all. So we want to make it simple. We want to make it friendly as much as possible,
As much as possible.
But it does.
If it's, I know it's a lot to do and a lot of work to do and keeping your receipts and everything, and that's great information. Right. Now, if they can come sit, and if they do have to come sit with you, how can they contact you to make that appointment? They
can contact us through Facebook or through the website or directly on the phone number. You can call me at 559-760-5007 or 658, 559-658-2625 is the best one.
My man, John C. JCB. Let him hear it one more time. Thank you so much for being on our show. We really appreciate it. And you guys don't go anywhere. We got more coming right after these messages.
This episode of My Conversation is sponsored by Amy Ratliff and Jasmine Gray, Team Works with Quality First Real Estate, and by Michael J. Costa Photography.